Hello there, it's that time of month again. I've got February 2020 numbers, so I'm going to share my Sacramento County market update with you. So first and foremost, I might sound a little bit like a broken record. A lot of these numbers are really similar to what we've seen in past months. Of course, it's a seller's market. We all know that. I've been saying it for months. You've been hearing it in the media for years because this has actually been going on for quite some time. But once again, in February 2020, our inventory, which is our homes for sale, was down by over 41% from the previous year. So that means 41.3% fewer homes on the market than what we saw in February of 19. Our sales were down as well, so almost 6%, but still 41% to 6%, still a big deficit. But our pending sales, and by the way, pending sales is something I really like to look at because that's looking towards the future. Pending sales were up by 14%. So we're seeing that we still have this low inventory, but our sales and our pending sales are continuing to increase. So what I'm concerned about is not just our inventory crunch, but an actual sort of housing crisis because we've just don't have enough homes to sell to all of the people migrating into our city and all the millennials coming into the market as first-time buyers. One thing that I found really interesting was the average price per foot. So you've heard me talk about for the past 9 months, it's hovered between $242 and $244. It stayed pretty neutral, and I've really been touting that. For the first time in 10 months, the average price per foot jumped up to $246. So that's the highest it's been in 10 months. And that correlates also with, for the very first time ever, our median price jumped to $399, and that was actually up from $379 just last month. So we saw an increase in average price per foot and an increase in our median price. Those are two things we definitely want to look at because over the past year, pricing has stayed fairly neutral. We've seen that 5 to 6% appreciation that's normal. Now what we're seeing is the potential of maybe more like an 8% appreciation, which is great if you're a home owner, but if you're a buyer, it means that the longer you wait to buy, the more you're missing out, right, on that home appreciation. Another great indicator of the market is the days on market. So how long is a home on the market before it actually sells? The average days on market for February 2020 was 35. That was down 12.5% from January, which was 40 days, but it was down 31.4% from February of 2019 when 51 days on market was an average. And then two more things for closed sales, our months of inventory, which means if we had no more homes on the market, how long would it take to sell through what we do have? The months of inventory is 1.3 months, which is a little bit scary, but hopefully with the spring coming up, we'll see more inventory hit the market. And the absorption rate, which again means if we had no more homes on the market, how many of the current listed homes would we absorb in 1 month's time? It's 79.8%, let's say 80%. So 80% of our homes would be gone in 1 month's time. This is based on closed sales, but guys, again, I look at pending sales. What is happening in the future? What's coming up? What can we expect our numbers to look like in March? And this is where it gets a little bit frightening, to be honest. So based on pending sales, our months of inventory is 0.9, and our absorption rate is 114.5%. That means we don't even have enough homes to sell in 1 month. So again, I've been saying this over and over again. If you are looking to sell your home and you are curious about timing, pricing, any of those elements, I would love the opportunity to show you if now is the right time for you. Interest rates are at an all-time low, so buyers are coming out in groves. The affordability is still really great in Sacramento. So the average median household income can afford more than the median price, although I gotta check those numbers now that the median price jumped up so much. But either way, we've got a ton of people coming to the market. So selling your home, it can be done, and it can probably be done very quickly and for the best price possible. We just need to look at the numbers and your neighborhood and the details. And of course, if you're looking to buy a home, I offer my free Buyer 101 session. I'd be happy to sit down with you and look at the numbers and see if now is a good time for you to buy a home. In the meantime, if there's anything I can do to serve you or help with your life, I would love the opportunity to do so. I will talk to you soon. Thanks.